Welcome everybody to Neutral Sports, and it's over. Brazil has left the World Cup. It's finished. It's over, and that's it. The Haaland versus Gabriel rivalry done. It started with the draw at Emirates. It started with the Man City win in the Carabao Cup final. 2-0. It started with Arsenal winning the Premier League title after Man City not beating Bournemouth. It also started with the Man City winning the FA Cup. The Man City winning the FA Cup, which Arsenal didn't, by losing to Southampton. And it ended with Gabriel losing the World Cup against Norway. Who would have thought that the battle between Erling Haaland versus Gabriel Magalhaes ends up with Gabriel Magalhaes being sad? You look at this, bruv, you look at this and think, oh, whoa, Brazil versus Norway. And you're thinking, too easy, bruv. Too easy. This result's going to end with a Brazil win. And Haaland's never going to have his opportunity to win a World Cup round of 16. But bang! Bang! Haaland scores. Shocks the world. Shocks Brazil. And people thought, if it's Man City or Arsenal, Haaland's going to win. But if it's Brazil versus Norway, Norway will lose. But that did not happen. That did not happen because it ended in 2-1 to Erling Brut Haaland. The game was interesting. The game, a never-ending story for both teams. I feel sorry for Brazil because Brazil actually dominated the game. You know, the stats dominated the game by having the most shots, having the most XG, but possession-wise, Norway won. Shots on target, Norway won. I just think that you can have attacking players where you can play two wingers and a striker, but then you have to think about this, how Sweden plays, and then they have Zlatan. So you have Ryan, Gabriel Martinelli, Cunha, Vinny versus Soloff, Nusa, Haaland. You can just pass the ball to Haaland and he can execute the ball perfectly. Shockingly, it's a never-ending story between Haaland and Gabriel. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. I feel like this is a World Cup that's interesting because you see Germany get knocked out. You've seen Netherlands get knocked out. You've seen Argentina struggling with Cape Verde. You've seen Brazil lose to Norway. It just keeps getting interesting. There's so much fight into this. I thought the game wasn't going to be tight, but I underestimated Haaland. I mean, I've watched Haaland so many times with Man City, but I always underestimated Norway. They've got a good team, but they're not good enough to beat Brazil, but then they did. Both teams had good attacking opportunities. I mean, the first goal was offside, but it was reckless challenges. It was, right, for example, the game had so many opportunities for Brazil to come up on top. It could have been 3-2. Like the penalty for Brazil. Like the penalty for Brazil, it was reckless. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good challenge. It wasn't a good challenge, but I don't get why Guimaraes had to pause on the penalty. It just didn't make sense to know why. Why did he pause? Guimaraes is experienced in penalty taking, but taking a starter like that is reckless. It's stupid. And it cost. Like I said, the game could have changed in a different way. There was a one-on-one opportunity. Webb finishes past the ball to and then to Danilo Santos. It was to Endrick, and then he couldn't get to the ball. But it was such a poorly executed finish. It was really poor, and I just think that nine the saved them. Nine actually saved them. But then you look at this, that with the whole Gabriel and Haaland discussion, yeah. Haaland's your rival, yeah. Haaland's your rival, but you didn't finish Haaland. You didn't finish him, and then there was a chip that could have been 4-2. That was a chip that could have been 4-2, and then I'm thinking, why? I seriously don't get it. I just don't get why I make such a stupid mistake. And Neymar got out of the last minute penalty, but even if Neymar had the last minute penalty, you guys had so much opportunity. You guys had so much chances, and the game could have ended in a happy ending, but you guys couldn't finish the game, guys. But even if you guys missed the one-on-one opportunity, and you missed the chip, yeah. Which, by the way, I think it was stupid. A one-on-one opportunity. I think it was stupid. I don't know why people would run to the goalie. Just once the goalie comes out, kick the ball over the goalie, chip the goalie, and get something. I think that would have been better rather than missing an opportunity where the goalie could have saved him. When you're an attacking player, you have to make sure that the ops don't want you to get it. The ops doesn't want you to get it. The ops doesn't want you to be happy, and that's what costed you guys the game. And when Haaland scored, it was a deal breaker. The end of the game that made you guys think, why didn't you guys do something? Why didn't you guys get something? You guys couldn't. I mean, unfortunately, you guys couldn't get the game and get the win. But I think with Norway, they've got England next, and that's going to be a tough challenge. But I just think that it was a mismatched game that could have ended indifferently if Brazil finished the game properly. But I think Norway perfectly executed it. Used Haaland to its strength, and it was a good pass to Haaland. Poorly executed. Thanks guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. The next video is England versus Mexico. Peace. I'm out. Haaland destroys Gabriel. Haaland destroys him, man. Haaland destroys Gabriel.